Hey there, this is Lee Cooper, and I'm just going to give you a quick tour of the Makerbot Cloud Print. So what I've done is I went into cloudprint.makerbot.com, get signed in, and once you're there, you can configure and add printers to it. I have currently 3 sketch printers. Those were actually really easy to get connected. The Makerbot Mini and then the Makerbot Replicator 5th Gen. Both of those two I did have to connect to my Makerbot account using the Makerbot Print app. So I do have the Makerbot Print app on here as well. The cool thing about this is that in this workspace I can see all of my printers, and I can see the jobs that we currently have printing, and the status of all the printers. So this R2D2 printer is actually not in my room, it's actually in the library. The BB-8 is in here for service, but the C3PO and the Makerbot Replicator are both in the library. The Makerbot Mini is in my room. You can see kind of a quick thumbnail of what's going on. So if a print job blows up, even down in the library, I can quickly see it, and then I can stop it from here. But the really cool feature of this is that students and teachers can submit to jobs to be printed. So if I go here to my jobs, I have 3 different tabs on here. I have the printing now, so I can see what's printing, how much longer it's got, what percentage done it is, and what printer it's on. I can see my queue. These are objects that students have submitted to me to print that I have not reviewed and printed yet. And then my print history shows me all the print jobs that I've printed and what the status is. You'll notice as I come down here, some of these we had a problem with this one. This one we had to cancel in the middle of the job. This one terminated itself, so I get a message here. We can go down the list here and confirm pickup, so you can see when kids have picked those things up. You can actually make notes on these as well. So I can click on one of these objects and I'll get a thumbnail of kind of what the object looks like. I'll get some information about the print settings on there. I can see what the when it was submitted, what printer it was submitted to. If I've got a print mode set up, you can see that info here. And then some record keeping IDs down here. The material, it will tell you how much, what the temperature is set to, and you can see how many grams of material it's going to use. And I do have a notes column over here, so you can add a note to these. It doesn't show up anywhere. You have to click on it and pull it up, but you can definitely do that. You can, if you want to reprint a job, you can duplicate it here. You can also, because we have multiple printers, sometimes a job won't finish on one. I'll download it. So I'll download the files here using this, and then you can go in and start your own print. And then I'll send it to a different printer. So duplicate sends it back to the printer it originally printed on. So great if you don't have if you have a limited number. Under workspace members, you can have different types of members. This account we use to run this, we have some other people who can sign in here also. They don't have to be teachers or staff of the school. So I've got, I think a personal account is set up on here as well. So you can set up outside members if you've got a PTA volunteer maybe that you want to help manage prints. Right now I'm on the management tab, but if I go to the print tab up here, I can upload a file, like maybe one of those print jobs that didn't work right or something. I can find a file, I can upload it. It'll upload to the web space here. I have some basic tools that I can use. If you have multiple things you're putting in, it can arrange it the best effect for that. You can smart orient things. If I decide I wanted to put a different plate on the face of the plate, you can set a work plane to be the down zone for that. So if maybe kid gives you something that needs to be oriented a little bit differently, it makes it super easy to reorient that. Oh, actually, that one centers it. This one does the puts a face on the plate. You can rotate from here. And I can move it around the build plate. So if I wanted to put more stuff on here, I can move that over to the corner. And you also have a scale tool on here. In addition, when you go to print, this is actually what it looks like when you review a submitted job too. You have this dropout over here that allows you to change almost every setting that you can change in the app. You can change the printer that you want to send it to, and if you have an offline printer, maybe your replicator isn't online and you want to send it to a jump drive, I can send it to the type here that's the disconnected printer, and it will export that Makerbot file that you can then upload to your jump drive. But I really prefer sending everything to the printers right from here. It makes it so much easier and so much quicker. All right, so that's kind of the 6-minute version of here's what it can do.